it takes everything we have to face it. Without a sound, we take a step. Inside our hearts are racing. If it takes forever, we'll get there together. I'm winding along this road, not knowing where it will go. No matter what life brings, if it's you and me, we're ready for anything. Watching the clouds go by, and I take my legs and fly. No matter what life brings, if it's you and me, we're ready for anything. We're ready for anything. We're ready for anything. We're ready for anything. So as we run into the sun, sometimes I know we're gonna fall down. Hold my hand and we'll get up. I know we're gonna make it somehow. If it takes forever, we'll get there together.
Can win some money.
I'm winding along this road, not knowing where it will go. No matter what life brings, if it's you and me, we're ready for anything. Watching the clouds go by, and I'll take my legs and fly. No matter what life brings, if it's you and me, we're ready for anything. We're ready for anything. We're ready for anything. We're ready for anything.
My name is Adrian and I am the foreign teacher for this project. We are very privileged because we get to travel around all of Taitung County meeting wonderful teachers and wonderful students in our schools. And what our project is trying to do is build on the work that they are already doing. There's a lot of wonderful stuff happening and we are going into schools to boost their confidence more, build on what they've been learning, and most importantly give them a chance to practice what they have learned with a foreign teacher and with other local teachers. Our lessons are fun, they're exciting, they're creative, and the students are gaining so much confidence from what we do.
行动英语车开进学校以后，小朋友都觉得非常的新奇有趣，尤其是在有一些没有外师的学校，他们跟外国人聊天、接触、学习的机会没有那么多。那外师是一个活生生的文化，可以让他们在学习英语上面实际的这个练习的机会。上到英语车里面是等于是进入了另外一个时空，不知不觉他们就在游戏中，在活动中学习了很多英语的对话和单字，然后也透过这些游戏呢和这个比如说 AR 体验，完成了一个任务之后呢，得到一些点数，甚至呢在最后还可以拿这些点数直接买便利商店情境里面真正的小礼物，他们可以带回去享用。
在刚刚的情境，我本来预想说，学生看到了这个画面，这些情况应该会疯掉，然后会很吵很闹。可是 ，to my surprise， 就是他们非常的安静，然后非常的专注在这个 Teacher Adrian 的教学上。然后之后呢，他们又可以试着去突破他们的一个困境，然后讲讲看，这是让我觉得最惊讶的地方。
For me, the most memorable part of this job is getting to go around to the more remote schools where the students, maybe they haven't met a foreign teacher before or they haven't had the opportunity to speak to foreigners. And when they walk inside the bus for the first time, you can see their excitement and their confidence growing. The more English that they understand from us, the more they believe that they can speak and they can learn. And it's just wonderful watching these changes through this project.
有一次出车的时候，然后我们上完了整整80分钟的课程。然后有一个小男孩，我们跟他们说再见的时候，他在结束的时候自己自言自语说了一句话。他说：“哦，没想到我可以上完一整节全英文的课，而且还听得懂。”那个是我印象很深刻的一件事，真的可以在全英文的情况下学习。
我们在10月中的时候有机会可以出差到绿岛，然后把我们整套的便利商店主题课程带过去。那我们考量到的是，在绿岛的学生他们也有相关的消费经验，就是有关于便利商店的消费，所以我们在上这个课程的时候，过程是非常的顺利，而且他们都非常的淳朴并且友善，所以他们给我们的回馈也是非常高的。那也希望有机会可以再到绿岛或者是兰屿等偏远的地方做教学，然后将我们这个计划 promote 到台东真的所有的学校，包括离岛。
我觉得行动列车最珍贵的部分啊，是在于它花了很多的时间去研究真实的情境，然后在真实的情境当中呢，让学生可以首先先缓慢的学习，然后开始可以试着尝试去用。那他们也用了非常好的配备，比如说像一些 iPad， 他们可以实体去扫这个 QR code， 然后在这个 QR code 当中，他不断的学习之后，他可以亲自的去跟外师讲讲看，试着讲讲看。我想这个对他们来讲，能够亲自面对一个外国人，然后可以很好的、慢慢的，即使是一个很简单的句子，可是他们做到了，这就是一个最棒的一个点。
So looking forward to the next semester and into the future, what we really want to do is continue to go to as many schools as we can and meet as many students as possible. We've already met most of the kids around Taitung County, but if there are any more out there that we haven't had a chance to see yet, we're going to come and see you really soon. And we want to keep on boosting your confidence, keep on getting you to believe in yourselves that you can learn English, you can speak English to foreigners, and going forward, this is a subject that is fun and you are looking forward to learning more and more.
We're ready for anything. We're ready for anything. We're ready for anything.
Okay, I think we're live. Hello， 大家好，欢迎大家来参加这个学期的英语行动列车的线上课程说明会。那这是我们第一次用线上的方式举办。如果大家现在已经可以听得到我们的声音跟看得到影像，可以在聊天室跟我们说声嗨，让我们知道你看到了。Welcome to our first online info session. If you can see us now, can you please type in something in the chat box and let us know? Can we see anyone saying anything?
Yeah, hi.
Hello.
Hello, teacher Matt. Oh.
Hi. Should we just start so people can join us?
Yeah. Okay. 好，那 Wait, I'm gonna tell them what we're gonna talk about today. So, for those who are joining us later, here's the agenda. 今天呢，我们会先 简介我们的计划，然后呢会分别说明大车小车的新的课程主题，那最后会跟大家说申请的方式，然后最后还会有一个 Q&A 的时间。Okay, so now off to the team.
Yeah, let's meet the team. We have 8 people in our team. First, we have 2 administrative assistants who are Isa and Renee, and they can help us with the administrative things and that everything goes smoothly. And next we have 2 drivers, 大哥 and 李大哥, who will take us to your school safely. And next you can see at the right of your screen, we have 4 teachers and 2 local English teachers, Anna and Tim.
Hello.
Hi. Yeah, we will co-teach with our 2 experienced foreign teachers. They are Matt and Adrian. Hi.
I'm Matt.
Hello, I'm Adrian.
Yeah, they are professional in designing the lesson and teaching and storytelling and something. And later, teacher Lydia will introduce our project goals with you.
Thank you.
Okay, everyone. So first, we want to introduce our project goals. If you have been to our info session before, then it's great to see you again. If this is your first time to join us, maybe you are a new teacher to Taitung's English program, then special welcome to you. And we just want to introduce our project to you first. So on your screen you can see our project goals. Now we have 3 main goals that you can see. The first one, to promote English to all students across Taitung County. We want to visit every elementary school and every junior high school in Taitung County. So if you are watching this, please apply. Our forms are below and later we will talk more about this. We've already been to most of the schools in Taitung and we really want to go to all of them, so please apply. It's a really great project for your students. Number 2, one of our main aims is to boost the students' confidence in learning English. And this is connected to number 3, to review, practice and build on what you are teaching the students. So this is very important. We're not trying to come to your school and teach lots of new things. We're coming to help you to practice all of the things you are already doing. And by doing this, we really hope to boost their confidence, show students they can talk to foreign teachers, and they can understand more than they thought they could. Okay, so these are our 3 main goals. Now, of course, we have many other goals too. And we want to make English seem achievable, something the students really can learn and use. We want to teach topics that are connected to their lives, something the students can really relate to. We want to teach knowledge through English, so not just English, but something through English. And often we talk about Taitung, and often we talk about the world. And later, when we introduce our lessons, you will understand more about what we mean. And finally, it's very important to us that we give the students a different experience from their classrooms. Now, Teacher Matt will introduce our 2 buses to you, and he will tell us all of the ways that our experiences are different from your classroom experiences.
Teacher Ma, would you like to unmute yourself?
Okay. So.
What?
I don't see the next slide.
Yes. Here we are. 1 second. Hey.
Okay, so I'm sure as many of you have seen before, we have a big bus and a small bus. And the small bus is our outdoor experience, where students will be able to sit in the school courtyard or sports field. And this year, this semester, we are promoting learning through VR field trips. So our first field trip that we have set up is to take students on a virtual field trip through Africa. The small bus lesson will be using AR and VR to take a trip through Africa. Later, Teacher Adrian will explain a little bit more about the lesson, but this is really related to teaching knowledge through English and having a different experience than they might get in the classroom. Now, the big bus we are very excited about. Next semester, we will be giving students a trip to an art museum. So as always, the big bus is learning through real life scenarios. Before, we have had a convenience store, and we have had an ocean aquarium experience, and this year students will get to visit an art museum and learn about art from around the world. So those are the two experiences for this semester, and now we'll introduce our small bus lesson. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you, Teacher Matt. As Matt just told you, our small bus is all about taking the students on a trip and learning about somewhere in the world and learning English through our topic. So this time we're going to take you and your students to Africa. Okay, if we can change, that's great, thanks Tim. Now first we will warm up and we will talk about where Africa is. We'll have a big map and we'll ask the students to locate Africa. We'll make sure we all know where we are going. And something that we've encountered before is a lot of students, or some students, will be confused. Is Africa a country? Is it South Africa? Is it a continent? So we want to be very clear about that, and we'll show them the whole continent of Africa on the map. We'll then connect it to Taiwan and to Asia. Now, with some higher level students, we will go into a little bit more detail and we'll maybe introduce a few facts about Africa, something using some vocabulary that we hope they are familiar with. So especially junior high school, I think will be interested in this. So on your screen, you can see some examples. We could talk about how many countries are in Africa, how many languages, and some interesting facts about Africa. And also very important to us is breaking the stereotypes. Now, what we mean by this is, I think a lot of the students have a preconceived idea that most of Africa is very poor, which of course they would be right. They also think that most people in Africa would be black, which is not necessarily true. There's many different kinds of people living in Africa. Once I asked some of my students to draw a picture of an African house, and students drew like a kind of mud hut, and this is their idea of Africa. So we want to challenge that and show them that whilst there are some parts of Africa like this, it's certainly not all like that. And as you can see from our slide, we'll show them some pictures of some of the big cities. We'll show them different kinds of people, and we'll show them some of the foods that people eat, some of the famous places, just a real broad range of things before we start to get them really thinking about where they are going. Okay, finally we will come to our main content. So we hope the introduction will not be very long. We'll just briefly go through those points with the students, and we'll get straight into the fun part, which are our activities. Now you can see from our first slide, which we'll come back in a sec, that we will begin by asking students which animals live in Africa. And this is always fun because it's sometimes surprising to us what our students know and what they think they know and maybe what they don't know. A lot of students will tell you that tigers live in Africa. So straight away we're going to ask that question and see how many of your students have got that right. Of course tigers don't live in Africa. But surprisingly, penguins do live in Africa. So these are some interesting things that we can talk about. And this will be a quiz, where if students have iPads, they can play by themselves against their friends. If they don't, we will organise a group activity, maybe with standing up, sitting down, or raising hands, or using whiteboards. So we'll have some fun with our first quiz. That will then lead on to our next activity, which I will need the slide. There we go, thank you. Having a few technical problems with our slides. And of course we want the students to speak, and this will be more difficult this time because we will not be in the room with them to encourage them and look at them individually. And so this will be a challenge for us. So we're trying to think of some activities to get them speaking. So what we're going to do is focus on 5 animals. We may have more for higher level students, we may change them for lower level students, but there will be around 5. And the students will see these animals on their screen. We'll get everybody to talk about the animals a little bit with some leveled questions. So for our younger students, maybe we will just ask, do you like elephants? And they are looking at the picture on their screen. Another question could be, is an elephant big or small? What do elephants like to eat? And we'll try to get the students to answer and join a short discussion about our animals. We have a lot of activities that we will use for different levels. Here are some examples. We can play a fill in the blank activity where we make a sentence and we hope the students can create the sentence using their knowledge and read the sentence aloud. We can do a poll or a vote where the students can tell us which is their favourite animal from our list. They can vote using their technology, their iPads, and then they can also tell us, and we can talk about which animal is the most popular, which one is the least popular, and hopefully create another discussion. We will also let the students watch a short video, and if anyone has ever seen The Lion King, you will understand the joke in our slide. If you haven't seen The Lion King, you will enjoy watching this song, which is called Circle of Life. And it's a wonderful song, a wonderful video, and it's using real animals through computer technology. And we will ask the students to tell us what they saw in the video. Then we will take them to Africa, and we will go to South Africa, where we will meet some animals. And this is using a VR field trip, where students will see a location on the screen. We can move around. If they have iPads, they can also explore by themselves, and we will see animals in real life and we will explore and talk about what we see. And finally, we found one of our most popular activities is a drawing activity, and the students really like this, so we will end with a drawing activity. We will only give them about 2 minutes to quickly draw their favourite animal. We always get some very funny results. When you ask students to draw quickly, actually they're very good, but the pictures can be very fun, and we will talk about what they have drawn. And we think this will take us around the whole lesson to complete. Of course, we hope lots of discussion in between our many activities. So we hope you'll sign up for this. We really think the students will enjoy it, and we think they will learn lots too.
Okay, thank you, Teacher Adrian. We are all very excited for the small bus and the trip to Africa. So, as we mentioned before, the big bus always has real-life topics. In the past, it was a convenience store, an aquarium, and other things. And for our topic this semester, we will have a trip to an art museum. We don't want to show too much about the bus because we want to still have it be a surprise for everybody when we visit your school. But the inside of the bus will be the same design as an art museum or an art gallery. So students will have the chance to walk around just as they would in a museum and read about the paintings and also look at them, and they will be able to interact with the classroom itself. So that will be a fun experience. Now, our topic is an art museum, and the reason why we chose an art museum and art for this semester is that an art museum is really just a great background for learning. It is a great place to allow students to speak. They can talk about the pictures and the paintings and the artwork themselves to describe what they look like. Some key words and language sentences they can use talking about colors, shapes, animals, actions, weather, clothes. It's a fantastic way to allow students to apply some of the language they have already learned and just really boost their confidence and show how much they can speak. Besides allowing students to interact through the artwork itself, it's really just appealing to look at and a great way to keep everybody's attention, to have nice things around them and interesting things to look at and to really get them thinking about the subject matter of the day. So we are excited about the layout and the design of the art museum. Some of our objectives for this year is these are in line with our project goals, is that we want to really allow students to build on what they already know. And we hope that at the end of the lesson, students will be able to apply some of the new words that they have learned, but really use mostly some of the things they have already learned in English class and describe some art. It's great to try and use some of their old language in a new setting, and we will use technology to bring this to life. Everybody, you can see this painting here. It might just look like a classical piece of art, but there's really a lot of things that we can talk about here. We have two girls, young girls at the piano, and I can already think of a lot of things that could be talked about from students' textbooks. We have colors, we have actions, I see some flowers there. We have two girls, we can talk about what they look like. It's really just a fantastic way to allow students to interact with the artwork and the classroom and use some of their old language to talk about new things. So, some of the lesson content, this is just really the flow of our lesson. We will begin by showing students a warm-up video. This video will allow students to review a lot of topics. We have school subjects, daily routines, days of the week, and then we will finish by introducing art and the art museum itself. And in the lesson, of course, we use a lot of different technology, mostly on our iPads. So we'll be using some of the apps that students are already familiar with, which is Metaverse, Nearpod, and Kahoot. We're very excited about our art museum lesson because students will have a chance to create their own work of art and bring this art to life through a new app that we're using called Chatterpix Kids. Students will be given a topic and they will have some time to create a drawing. And then we will take a picture and load that onto their iPad, and students will have a chance to animate the picture and bring it to life and make their own recording. So we're excited about this because this will be a fantastic opportunity for kids to practice their speaking. A lot of students, as teachers I'm sure know, are nervous about speaking, and this will be a chance that they can just speak at their own pace, in their own environment, not having to get up in front of the class, just recording into an iPad. And we will finish by having an art auction, which is a very exciting piece of our lesson, and that will be the flow of our lesson. So here is the technology, and we will be using Metaverse, Nearpod, Kahoot, and Chatterpix. And I believe that teacher Anna will talk a little bit more about the technology we'll be using this semester in the big bus.
Yeah, these apps are Metaverse, Nearpod, Kahoot, and Chatterpix. So I will introduce from Metaverse. That is the QR code we used to use in our both big bus and small bus, which is if you scan the QR code, you can play some interactive games like a scavenger hunt. And the next one would be Nearpod. Nearpod will engage media and formative assessments to make every lesson interactive. And we also have some activities like VR field trip and polls and like the mini whiteboards and game-based quizzes. And the next one will be our Kahoot, which we are very familiar with. Kahoot is a game-based learning platform that makes it fun to learn. So if you haven't tried Kahoot in your classroom, you can also try it. It's free and very convenient to make one. And the fourth one is Chatterpix. This is our new developed things, which Matt will introduce more about it. Matt, would you like to introduce the...
So as we mentioned before, Chatterpix Kids is an app that allows you to take a photo, upload this photo into the app, and then record, and it will add animation to your photo and your voice will show up. So it's pretty cool and very useful in our art lesson because students will be creating their own piece of art based on the keywords and vocabulary we give them. And then they'll be recording some material which will be leveled as always with easier material for the lower levels and tougher material for the higher levels. And then they will get to add voices and animation to their own piece of art. So we're excited about this for our big bus lesson.
Okay, thank you for all the teachers for the detailed presentation. 现在呢，我们对于课程的介绍大概就是告一段落。那接下来我们会想要跟大家分享在疫情期间的我们教学规划。不过，如果你对课程开始已经有一些想法或是问题，请你在聊天室告诉我们。那我们现在都会就是仔细的看聊天室，看大家有什么样的问题，然后等一下会一起回答。那在此同时呢，就让我来跟大家分享我们在新的学期，疫情还没有缓和下来的期间，我们会有一些远距教学的规划。目前预计是9月到10月，我们会以线上课程的方式进行。那主题呢，就如同老师们介绍的是一样的，大车主题是艺术，然后小车主题就是非洲之旅这样子。那因为是线上课程的形式，所以我们会以40分钟的上线的时间为基准。那当然老师们知道我们以前的课程是80分钟，所以剩下的40分钟我们会以提供就是学习的资源、学习单等等额外的资源，让老师们在下课之后可以自由的运用，去补足没有上线的时间。但是上线的时间我们也不希望太长，所以就是以40分钟为准。那会使用到的科技其实就是Google Meet， 那老师们只要准备这个就可以了。好，那所以我们希望是以最简单、最有效率的方式，可以让大家来申请跟进行我们的课程。所以其实每个学校只要有投影机跟投影幕，我们就可以上这个课程。那如果说老师们希望还是希望他们可以使用 iPad， 也可以跟我们联络，就请老师们再寄 email 给我们，那我们老师会跟你讨论要怎么进行一些细节的操作。不过基本上只要有一间教室是可以投影的，那就可以申请我们的线上课程咯。好，目前是9月到10月以线上的远距教学进行。那10月过后呢，教育处会依照疫情的状况再做调整。那希望我们台东县内小学3年级到国中9年级的学生，都还是可以在这段时间申请我们的课程，然后跟我们在线上见面。以下呢，我们有列出几个可能你们会好奇的问题，就是说如果我9月、10月申请了线上课程之后，可不可以再申请大车或小车实际到校？答案是可以，因为我们还很了解大家还是很希望可以看到我们的卡车进到学校，所以虽然你9月、10月有申请线上课程，这不代表之后你不能再申请大车或小车，我们鼓励大家都申请。那甚至如果你申请了线上课程，可能我们可以考虑之后大车小车也可以优先到你的学校。不过就是老师们可以自己讨论在校内讨论说参与的学生希望可以是不同的班级学生，因为毕竟我们的课程主题会是相同的，那这部分就让学校自己去决定。那另外一个就像刚刚说的，如果老师很希望小朋友可以用 iPad 上课，是可以的。那我们会请你 email 告诉我们，我们的 email 也就在简报上，那也在荧幕的下方。再请你寄一个 email 给我们，告诉我们你是哪一个学校，然后有大概几个学生，跟你有几台 iPad， 那我们会跟你讨论要如何操作一些软体的细节。所以可以很简单，也可以很豪华，就是可以看老师们自己能力所及去决定。不过我们还是原则上希望在疫情期间，我们的课程还是有机会可以进到台东的每一个学校。好，那接下来呢，我们就要进到 Q&A 的时间。如果有问题的老师，请你在聊天室发问。如果你想要就是 call in， 我们现在要开放老师们就是可以也可以加入我们的会议室。那我可以请Anna, Matt or Adrian, can you post the link to our meeting room in the chat box? 我们现在要把我们这间会议室的连结呢，也 PO 到我们的 YouTube 聊天室，所以如果你有问题不想用打字的，想要直接就是当面问我们，可以请你点那个会议室的连接，你就可以直接跟我们直接进到这个聊天室询问了。
The link is posted and we're waiting for your questions, everyone.
Okay, do we have any questions now?
So far, no.
Okay.
And I'm sure there's a lot coming any second.
Yep.
If you don't have any questions, feel free to scan the QR codes. These are the application forms to apply for our lessons. 左边的是大车的申请连结，那右边是小车，所以大家如果没有什么问题，也可以进到表单里面去进行申请。Oops. Okay. Still no questions?
No.
Still no questions.
That's okay. No questions can be a good thing.
Well, everybody knows that they can always email and please sign up. And we're looking forward to see you. Big bus, small bus, sign up for them both and sign up twice if you'd like to come for the online September and October session too.
Yes. So actually they can sign up for 4 lessons because they will have the 2 online lessons, and then after the pandemic's done, they can sign up for the actual bus lesson, so 2 more.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Great opportunity.
I think most of the schools that we've already been to are very familiar with us. Probably they don't need to ask so many questions. But if you are one of the new teachers to Taitung, or maybe you have never applied for this program before, definitely get in touch. Definitely apply. And I think most of the schools that we go to, after we've been there once, they always ask us to go back. So if you haven't tried this before, try it, and hopefully we can come to your school regularly in the future. Give your students this experience, because it really is great for them. It's great for boosting their confidence and just giving them a different way of learning English, and meet foreign teachers as well that perhaps they don't always get a chance to do.
That's right.
So
Yeah,
if you don't have any questions right now, that's fine. Scan the QR codes, and we look forward to hearing from you.
And I think another thing is that a goal of our lesson is we really don't want students to feel like English is just another subject in school. So we really like to be able to bring this to life and give them a chance to use it outside of the classroom and really show that they probably know how to say a lot more things than they think they do. There's a lot of students last semester who, if you had asked them if they could go into an aquarium and talk about ocean animals in English, they would have said no. But after going through the bus, they realized, wow, I can really use a lot of the English I've learned to talk about a lot of different subjects.
Exactly.
So that's a big goal of our project, and by signing up for a visit from the big and small bus, you'll give students a chance to really use English outside of the classroom.
For people who couldn't attend the info session, we welcome you to come back and look at the video. We will post this video online on our channel. How about we talk about our channel? Because it's the summer vacation and there's something people can use.
Well, if you ever need to write a secret message with invisible ink, you get too hot and need to make ice cream, or you need to entertain yourselves with some finger puppets, we have, I think, between 30 and 40 videos posted online, all ready to go, that are a fantastic way for students to keep practicing English during our during their summer vacation. And you can find all of those videos on the same YouTube channel that you're watching right now. And it's a really great way for students to practice English. So teachers can send that link out to any students they have or recommend it. And a lot of them have fun activities that they can do on the computer as well using Kahoot or Nearpod.
And we really encourage people to try out our current Nearpod field trips. We posted all the links down below each VR field trip video. So anyone can go into our VR field trip classroom and experience how you can also integrate Nearpod or something like that in your own classrooms.
We have a question here.
Oh, nice. What's the question?
So the question is basically she's asking if we can apply twice.
Yes.
If you can, and the answer is yes. I just sent the question over to you, Ting, so you can see. And yeah, if you apply for September and October, you can apply once, and after that, you can apply again. So you can have up to 4 visits from us.
Yes. Actually, how about that our expert on the applications, Renee, she's with us. She can answer this question. Renee， 那我们这题可以请你再回答一次吗？
你是说Amy 老师的吗？
对。
Yes.
哦，好。Amy 老师呢，她问的是可以重复申请吗？就是9、10月的线上课程，以及11月之后的大车小车进校。事实上我们是可以重复申请，因为我们就是提倡我们可以多到学校去，然后我们也可以多就是跟学校接触。所以线上课程的部分呢，大车跟小车呢是跟实体课程都可以分开申请。然后我们会有名额限制的部分会是在实体课程的部分，因为它比较会有场所的限制，也比较会有时间上车程的限制。所以如果就是对我们的课程非常感兴趣的话呢，我们是建议可以以不同的学生申请线上之后呢，还可以再申请我们的实体课程。
那这样代表他们那个表单是只要填写一次就好，还是需要重复填写呢？
对，关于表单的部分呢，因为我们现在有线上课程跟实体课程的申请部分，所以我们在表单这部分我们进行一些调整跟规划。里面呢，你可以选择线上课程以及实体课程的部分。那你若选进线上课程的话，里面会有一题。如果你还想要申请实体课程，你可以再继续填选实体课程的预约。所以表单里面呢，它都会把这些资讯写得非常清楚。
好，那因为我们台东有学校的大小不同嘛，那有可能有些比较小校，学生人数也比较少，但是你们还是希望可以多申请，这也是没关系的。那就是各校可以自己考虑你们的状况，然后进行申请。那因为这个学期我们是情况比较特殊，有线上也有实体，那就希望大家能够都多申请。Any more
如果
questions?
有任何关于今天讲的东西，以及申请表单上有任何问题，以及老师们讲的资讯呢，其实在申请表单里面我们都有列出来。所以即便就是今天的直播结束之后，在申请表单里面也可以进去看这些资讯，也都可以找得到。
Great.
Do we have any other questions? Or if you have anything you want to say to us, now is a good time. Yeah, how are teachers doing during summer vacation? It's been a difficult semester for a lot of people. I hope everyone is having a good summer vacation.
Thank you for answering.
Yeah.
You are welcome.
Thank you for asking, dear Amy.
Yeah.
Thank you, Amy.
Yeah, if we have small schools, we're happy to go see the same students more than once. Now, of course, bigger schools, by visiting more than once, it allows us to see different students. Sometimes I know when we go to the bigger schools, especially in the city, we might not get to see all of the students in a semester.
Yeah.
And our one of our main project goals is to reach as many students as possible. So we're happy to have as many chances as we can.
Okay, well, let's see if we can get another question, and if not, we can always answer the questions later via email, or you can always call in.
I think we've all got our fingers crossed that after this terrible virus goes away and things can get back to normal, we're really excited to come back into your schools in person. And the first 2 months, it's not going to be easy for everybody, with this virus around, and certainly doing it online through a computer is going to be a challenge, and it's not the way that we want to do it, but it is a way that we can still keep in touch with your students and still help them in a small way. And please do get in touch and welcome us into your schools for those first 2 months. Even though, of course, it's not as good as coming, it's still a good opportunity for them. And once we get through to November, we really hope we'll be back running normally. We'll be driving around Taitung, visiting you. And it'd be great to see the same students again. So definitely apply for these first 2 months.
All right. If we still don't have any more questions, we should call it a day. Matt, are you talking?
Yeah.
I was going to say, I think so, and everybody knows how to get a hold of us, and we look forward to hearing from everybody. Apply early so you get your preferred slots.
Yeah, even though the online thing is new, but we have tried this past month and more,
Yes.
and we really enjoyed the online experience. It's different, but kind of nice. So hope everyone can apply and join this experience with us, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. Okay, 那如果目前没有其他的问题，我们今天这个课程说明会就会先告一段落。那之后请大家就是随时可以 email 或是打电话给我们都可以。那在申请上有什么问题，也请随时跟我们联系。虽然这是一个比较特殊的一个学期，但是我们还是做了很充分的准备，希望有机会可以跟台东各个学校的大家见面，不管是线上或是实体。Okay, shall we say goodbye then?
Thanks for watching, everyone.
Okay, see you soon.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.